Nick Hajazi, the founder of the Mendes Cartel, the Natty King, the last true Natty Crusader, the one true heir to O'Hearn's Natty throne, and the president of the Natty Republic, El Presidente himself, here with the co-founder, the man with the biggest, the longest, the king of G4P, the next male OF star. Let's get down to business, chaps.
Would you open an OnlyFans, bro? You do get a bit of traction, bro. There's this guy that comments on the YouTube channel all the time that wants you. Maybe he would pay for it.
And never do OF. That's disgusting, man. Stay true to God. Never do that stuff.
So you wouldn't?
Never, bro. Come on, man. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. That's wrong. Never do that stuff. All right, let's get down to business, boys. It is the rest day Q&A, answering questions from the comment section. If you've got any questions, put them in any of the YouTube videos of the Operation Shredded series, and I will answer them. Before we get into the questions, though, chaps, gentlemen, join our online community, the Mendes Cartel, where you'll have full access to all of our training and nutrition programs, including our latest and best program yet, the Advanced Cutting Guide, where I show you how I went from 240 peak bulk down to 185 lean and aesthetic in just 22 weeks. Link in the description to join the Mendes Cartel. And if you're interested to go an even further step than just being in our online community and you actually want full-on one-to-one coaching, go to my Instagram, link in the description, and DM me the word cartel. And lastly, chaps, Natty Republic merch, as you can see here, is coming soon. Stay tuned. All right, let's get down to business. First question is from one of our one-to-one clients, actually. Darren, the man himself, one of our great clients, one of our one-to-one boys.
Darren.
How much do you sleep do you get on average as a natural? How much does it affect progress? Sleep's massive. It's huge. And out of nutrition, training, and recovery, being sleep is the worst element that I have. My nutrition training's perfect, but my sleep needs a lot of improvement. I would say on a good night, 5 to 6 hours, which is not good. And yeah, I sleep at very unconventional times as well, so I need to up my sleep. You ideally, to really maximize how your body functions and how your body works and your ability to train with high intensity, you want to be getting close to 8 hours of sleep in at least, if you really want to train hard. The more sleep you get, the faster your metabolism is, the more capable you are of training with high intensity, the easier it is to lose fat. You put your body in a position hormonally where it's a lot easier to lose fat when you get more sleep. And so it's easier to get in shape. Sleep really just improves the entire functioning of the body in every sense. When it comes to training performance, when it comes to your metabolic functioning, everything improves when you get more sleep. So get sleep in. How important is sleep, bro? Like, I need to improve. That's something, honestly, out of nutrition and training, my training and nutrition is perfect. It's just the sleep side that I need to improve a lot. What do you say, bro?
You gotta improve your sleep, bro. It's so important. Like, sleep is like being hungover. Like, if you don't sleep, it's like literally being hungover. So it's horrible. It's literally the worst feeling ever. So yeah, I try to get from 6 to 8 ideally. And yeah, like if I get less than that, I just feel like shit.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah, sleep's important, chaps, get it. And I don't get anywhere near enough sleep. And that's because I've got so much working on the business. I'm working non-stop that a lot of the times the work just carries over. And because I've got so much work, I don't get much sleep. So I'm constantly working. That's the problem. Just because my daily workload is so much that a lot of times I don't get enough sleep, but I need more sleep. All right, next question is from Milo. This is a long question, boys. Boys, try and keep the questions like at least like a sentence or two max. This is too long, so I'm not going to read the whole thing. But basically what he's getting at here is that Arnold wasn't a science-based lifter. He's got elite genetics, and that training is about enjoyment, and that single joint exercises are more stable and they're better for muscle growth, and you have to consider MUR, stability, intensity, formula. Of course, those all play a factor, but what I was saying, bro, I wasn't saying that, you know, science-based training in itself is bad. There's a time and place for it, but what most young lifters do in this generation is overly focus on critiquing their form to a point where it actually slows their progress down. Try and make your form good, but if you're critiquing every little movement and trying to perfectly stabilize each muscle, a lot of those key old school movements, the old thickness exercises, the barbell row, the heavy incline bench, heavy incline dumbbell, squat, the deadlift, heavy weighted pull-ups and dips, all those old school movements by textbook science-based standards aren't that optimal. So a lot of kids aren't going to do them because the science says not to do them, and because of that they're going to miss out on the gains that those movements give you. So there is a time and place for it, but don't play into it too much. Consider it, weigh up those factors, and maybe for some of your accessory movements, make them more science-based, but never run away from those old school heavy compounds. And yes, Arnold had great genetics, but he also trained incredibly hard. and he worked incredibly hard. And just because he had great genetics doesn't mean his philosophy doesn't work today. It does. For me, yes, there's a time and place for some kind of science-based thinking, but focus on those old school key heavy compounds that really generate that thickness and mass, and don't be scared of, and don't constantly be over critiquing every little element and detail of your form. It will hold you back more than it pushes you forward, and that's my message to the younger generation. I promise you that. What do you say in that regard, Juan?
I just say there's multiple ways to look at it. I think you can also look at it in the way that Arnold was actually science based. Like, where has this thing come that if you do compounds and training to failure, that's not science based? Like, come on. Like, if the science was accurate enough and actually, like, the research was done properly, which in some cases it has been done, it shows that if you train to failure on the compounds, that's like huge for hypertrophy. So Arnold actually trained the right way, and some studies actually show that. So
Yeah.
it's just
Guys,
it's just a way to look at it.
simply put, guys, train hard with high intensity. Make sure your form's decent, but don't focus on it too much. Don't overly critique your form and focus on every little detail. Make sure your form's half decent. Train really hard with high intensity. And make sure your nutrition's on point, and you're going to grow. It's that simple. Next question is from Goku Solace. Are you ever going to bring Natty Man and Natty Claus back for the Christmas season, Nick? I think some of this comedy content would help the channel. Absolutely, bro. I'll bring back Natty Claus. This Christmas, I'm going to bring back Natty Claus. I've got to buy a Father Christmas suit. And do some.
Natty Man.
Do some heavy deadlifts in wearing the Natty Claus suit and Natty Man too. I've still got the Natty Man suit. I'll whip it out. Just because you said I'll whip it back out. All right. Next question is from Beyond Beefcake. Would you ever try full body or upper lower so you can have high frequency and possibly maintain strength better on a cut? Doing upper lower or full body would not help me maintain strength better on a cut. It'd probably, in fact, worsen my ability to maintain strength. For me, a bro split is the best split for maximizing strength retention, because
for recovery too.
And for recovery purposes too. On a cut, your goal should not be to do more frequency. On a bulk, maybe push higher frequency. On a cut, your main goal is to maximize strength retention, stay as strong as possible. So actually, that would adhere better to less frequency. That would actually apply better to less frequency. Doing less frequency is actually going to help you stay stronger, because your body can only handle so much volume on a cut. For me, a bro split's the best split for a cut, and I've never been a fan of upper lower or upper days or upper body days or full body, because to really truly hit a muscle, you need to hit it with adequate volume in a given session. If you're doing your entire upper body in a session, how many exercises realistically can you do on each given body part? You have to do like one exercise per body part. So you can't really properly hit a muscle group if you're doing full body or upper lower, in my opinion. It's just too hard to pack all those exercises into a session when you're hitting that many muscles. What do you say in terms of upper lower and full body splits, bro? I'm not a fan.
No, not a big fan. Upper body. Did I ever try to do upper body? Nah, I've never even tried to do it. Just like lower body. Maybe what I've tried to do is like maybe do extensions twice a week, but that's it. But never 2 leg days a week, like nothing major. For recovery, it's just trash, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Unless you're doing RPE powerlifting training.
All right,
But
next
if
question.
it's for growth, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. Next question from C. Randy. So yeah, this is a long one, but basically what he's getting at here is how feasible is this lifestyle to live this business lifestyle we live, where we have our own business from fitness. Is this possible? Is it financially possible? Randy's he's in his last year of aerospace engineering. Is this pathway possible to make money online as a fitness coach? Is it feasible? Is it realistic? So bro, ultimately what I'd say to that is it's a bloody lot of work. It's a lot harder than a 9 to 5, in my opinion. And listen, I'm not having to go at people that do 9 to 5, but this is a lot harder. Everything's on you, sole responsibility of your future, of how much money you make each month. Everything's on you. You don't have a safety net of a paycheck by a company every single month. So there's a lot of risk. It's required a lot of work. I've been making content for so many years now, and the first couple of years of me making content, I got absolutely nothing back from it. And there's high periods, there's low periods. It's a mental game. It's tough. You've got to be in it every day. You've got to work weekends. So you've got to look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, is this really something you're willing to do and willing to commit to and willing to put the pain in for? Are you willing to suffer to really succeed? Because there's going to be a large period of time, especially when you first start, where you don't get anything back from it. And are you willing to persevere and persist through those tough moments? But if you truly love something, and what you may not, it may not be fitness for you, it may be something else. But if you truly love something like this, and you want to set up your own business and go your own path instead of going down the traditional 9 to 5 career corporate job, It's possible if you love what you do and you simply put forth the work and stay consistent and are able to persist through the suffering and the down periods and the hard days and the hardship. It is doable. Financially, I'll make a video about this one day. Right now, I don't think it's the right time, but I'll make a very, very long, extensive video about exactly the ins and outs of the business, kind of money-wise, what I make and what we make, and I'll talk about it in more depth. Not now, but later down the line. That's certainly a video that I'll think about making, bro. But good question, bro. But it's possible. If you put the work in, it's possible. I promise you that. But it's tough. It's not easy. It's a lot of bloody work each and every day, bro. Great question, though. Next question is from Chris Dennis. Bro, I admire you a lot. I remember you said in the video that you did 3 sets of deadlifts. The first 2 sets of 3 to 5 reps and the last set of 8 reps. Increase the set to 8 reps. It's also very motivating. Greetings. Very strong. Thanks, bro. Yeah. Listen, I do reverse pyramid training on deadlift as well. I'll start heavy, go light. That's kind of my system. Particularly when cutting, I tend to mainly just do reverse pyramid. Start with those heavy, low rep sets, that powerlifting kind of poundage. Then I decrease the weight, increase the reps on the back rows, and do that more kind of bodybuilding hypertrophy. You get the best of both worlds. It encapsulates my power bodybuilding philosophy. That's my favorite style of training, reverse pyramid. All right, next question is from X Salams. 10 sets of weighted pull-ups. This guy's, man, I'm sick in the head, bro. I talked about this in yesterday's back day video. I have OCD. I have like a mental illness when I'm training. Like I'll do like 3 sets of an exercise and then I'll be like, you know what, I haven't done enough. Then I'll do a 4th set. I'm like, nah, I could have done that better. I could have given more. Then I'll end up doing 5, 6, 7, 8 sets. And my OCD just gets to the point where I end up doing 10 sets of an exercise because I'm mentally ill. I won't leave an exercise until I feel like I've given absolutely everything I have. And a lot of the time I've done enough, but I'll end up doing more volumes because I'm sick in the head. And the workout, instead of the workout being 2.5 hours, it ends up being 5. All right, next question is, but I've got to work on that. I've got to work on knowing when an exercise is finished and when I've given everything I have, and then just and leaving it and moving on to the next one. That's something I have to work on. Next question is from Antoine Bench. Looking sick, brother. Really inspired by your drive to fitness, content programming. Really like the more realistic, focused aspect of these vlogs. Overproduced, cameraman, sounds. Yeah,
Bro?
yeah, I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, I'm just reading it. Yeah, bro. Listen, yeah, I appreciate you saying that. I'm old school, no fancy edits, not focused on the kind of the science-based, gear, Psalms content, more of this old school style of lifting, unedited, raw content. Yeah, bro. I'm always true to my roots, and I'm always true to what I am. I'm always true to who I am, and that's the old school fundamentals, the basics. I'm never gonna jump on gear. There is no one that preaches the natty way of life more than me, and that's my style, man. I'm just trying to be me. I'm trying to be unique. I'm not trying to be like anyone else or copy anyone else. I'm just trying to be me, bro. And represent a realistic version of who I am. And that for me is the best way to do it. The old school heavy compounds that have stood the test of time and stay natural. No one promotes the natural way of life more than me. Stay natural. All right, next question is from Alcan Kondo 89. Looking massive, man. Truly appreciate it, bro. Much love. Man, go boy. You just made me go deadlift. Love it. Appreciate that, my G. And that is the last question. Yeah. Appreciate it, boys. Not the greatest.
More questions, boys.
Better questions, boys. Try and keep them short and sharp. 1 sentence, 2 sentences. If they're too long, boy, it just takes too long to read out. Try and get to the point quicker. But some great questions in there. We've covered some good topics here. Stay natural, boys, for the rest of your life. Stay true to the natty way of life. Don't cheat yourself. You can build a world-class elite physique naturally. Honor the natural way of life. Love the game. Be true to yourself. Do the old school fundamentals that have stood the test of time. Don't run away from the heavy compounds. Don't be science-based, guys. There's a time and place for it. But training and nutrition is very simple. Eat, train hard, do the basics well.
Repeat,
and you're gonna get big. It's that simple. There's nothing complicated about this. It's simple, but it's hard. It's just the consistency that's hard. Gentlemen, let's do a thumbnail. What do you say, bro? Thumbnail done. Better questions, guys, next time. Nick Kajazi, the founder of the Mendez Cartel, here with the
co-founder, boys.
The next OnlyFans star, the next male OnlyFans star, the King of G4P. Subscribe to this channel, follow me on Instagram and TikTok, join the Mendez Cartel, link in the description. If you're interested in one-to-one coaching, go to my Instagram and DM me the word cartel. Natty Republic merch is coming soon. And as always, chaps, long live King Charles III, and God bless Sir Winston Churchill.